Hi. Oh, you're here again. Great. Come on in. We're going to do a block today. I'm going to talk about what they call building the block. Okay? You look at this. This is the block we're going to be doing today. And you look at this and you think, whoa, where do I even start? Ah, okay. It's like putting a puzzle together. You know, you've got this puzzle and you find two pieces that match, so you put them together, and then you find two more pieces that match and you put them together, and after a while those pieces go together. That's exactly how you build a block. Now the first thing we're going to do is I've brought all of the pieces, cut them all out right here. And we're going to just lay them out the way we want them in the finished block. All right. There we go. Okay. Now, what can we find that we can sew together? Well, here's two. Okay. Here's two. Here's two. Here's two. Now we can't sew this one on here yet because we've got to wait till those two are together. But we can sew these, and we can sew these right here. So, you know what? I'm going to take those to the sewing machine right now and sew them together. Don't go away. I'll be right back. That didn't take long. Got these sewn together, these and these and these. Okay, now, what can we do next? Well, we can sew these to these. And by the way, you don't ever sew across a seam until you've pressed it. So these have all been sewn and pressed. Okay, here I go again. Bye. Didn't take long. There we go. Alrighty, now where do we go from here? Well, we can sew this to this. That makes one side. That's great. We can sew this to this. That makes the other side. Alright. Okay. Stick around. Woo! This one goes fast. I love this piece. By the way, take note. We haven't had to match any seams at this point. That is so great. You can just whiz along like that. By the way, this is a pattern of mine. This is a block that I invented for my first book. And we've done an awful lot with it since then. But see, now we have the two sides. All we have to do is put them together and be right back. And there it is. Now, is that fun or what? By the way, the quilt behind me is this same block. The fun about this too is you can put these blocks together all different kinds of ways. You can put them this way, that way, any way you want. So you can really mix them up and have some fun with them. There's a lot you can do with these blocks. Let me show you a few. Now here it is done in what I call old-fashioned granny colors. And I've taken a block from that quilt, and what I've done is I've added two pictures. Okay? Those are my daughters when they were little girls. And this makes a wonderful memory quilt doing that sort of thing. I made one time for my niece, and I took all of her pictures from the time she was born. There were 28 of them. And I put them in a quilt for her. She was 14 years old, and you know it's hard to find anything for a 14-year-old girl, but she loved it. This is what I did. Now the other thing I want to show you is you might look at this color scheme and say, how in the world did she come up with that? Well, let me show you a secret of mine. I have to pick out a lot of color schemes. I do a lot of quilts. And after a while, you get a little burned out with the whole thing. So what I do, and I did this in the store for years, I had a person pick out a fabric they really like. And then we took the colors from there. And that's what I did here. Okay? I used this fabric right here. And I took the colors. See, there's a little bit of this in there. There's plenty of green. There's a little gray in the background. Now I darkened them up just a little bit, but the colors came from here. And I figure, you know what? If the manufacturer says those colors go together, it's okay with me. I'm fine with it. Did you notice that I haven't used any of this fabric in here? I love it. I don't want to cut it up and waste it. Oh, it's just... So, yeah, I just took the colors from it. That's the way you put a block together. Okay? Come again.